What it do, Money Matt? What it do, baby? Good?
Man, I'm doing great, man. I appreciate you doing this interview with the Hype Magazine tonight.
Yes, sir. Appreciate y'all for having me, man.
Super excited. Sincere's been telling me a lot of dope stuff you're doing, so honored to have you on the call or the conversation today. But to get started, can you tell the fans and listeners who you are and where you from?
Major 9 from Miami, Florida, Dade County. Real city, baby, man. Yes, sir.
Now, do you feel being from Miami, Florida, has made it easier for you or harder for you to get into the music industry?
We was just having this conversation the other day, being from Miami. I feel like it's both. It's kind of easy and hard because, you got to deal with real critics, people who got a background for real in the industry, when it comes from hip hop, when it comes from pop music, it comes from any type of genre, even overseas music. We got critics. We got a lot of critics from Miami, so it's both. I feel like it's both.
Now, what made you decide to get in the music industry? I know you had a very successful career in athletics and football, but what made you make that transition in the first place?
Just doing it already, just doing the music already and being into it, kind of getting deep into it, just, picking up the microphone.
Yeah.
I started rapping a little bit in middle school. So, high school, it became more serious. And, over time, it just got more serious. It became part of my character, who I am, you feel me? So, music always been part of my life for real.
Now, when you were doing football, was it an easy transition for you? Because we know it's a lot of time and effort dedicated to sports, and then it's a lot of time and effort dedicated to being in music. How did you balance the two to start out with?
The transition wasn't really a transition. It was easy,
Okay.
basically, we all got free time. My free time was spent on making music. You feel me? If I went on the field,
Yeah.
I was making music. So, the transition was easy. I just had to take that football mindset more into the music. Have some structure. So we could take it to the next level.
Now, I understand you started as a producer and you've worked with some really dope people already. How did you get into the producing? You were an artist all these years, you said, but what piqued your interest as a producer, and how did you get some of your first placements?
So actually, I started out as a producer. You feel me? I was in a band. You feel me? So I had band,
Oh yeah,
football, and it's just I was trying to do everything. You feel me? And I love music,
yeah.
so I started making beats in middle school on my MC 808. That was like seventh, eighth grade. You feel me? And then we just took it to the next level. Got those connections, tapped in with different people, and my production side came to be. I tapped in with a lot of big names. You feel me? So we still trying to keep that going. Pressing
Yeah.
to more of the writer side. Creating a full song, a full project for somebody. So yeah.
That's dope. Now, when you are creating as a producer, is it hard now that you're more leaning into the label side of things and the artist side yourself, like to get those beats up? Like, how do you decide when you keep the beats in house or when you do give them out to another artist?
Um, I don't feel like it's ever hard to just make that decision. Sometimes I'll make a beat for somebody else, or any producer that's part of the camp, they'll make a beat they feel like for me, and I just give them an idea like, bruh, this person needs to be on this beat. So that happened plenty of times. It's an easy. I would say it's an easy choice because a lot of us we like to listen to music. We like to listen to different styles and make sure we could cater to that style because you want to be versatile for real. So yeah.
Now, did you have some early mentors when you did go into the music side of things? Do you have people already in the music industry, or did you guys in your team have to learn everything from the ground up?
I could say kind of more on the learning from the ground up because the people that was like, in the music industry that I was connected to wasn't really as big as the ones that like they not those superstars, but these people actually been doing it for years and they taught me so much. So it's so many names I could name, but just yeah, I had my mentors, you feel me, and then it got to the point where we had to learn it on our own, and I've been doing that for a long time too. So
Now, do what I've seen you've done a lot of dope tours. I've seen one show recently that you couldn't even start to sing your performance or do your song because the crowd was knowing it word for word and singing it verbatim. How's that make you feel as an artist when you're standing on stage and before you can even begin, the crowd is going crazy for you and they know all the words, and how's that feel from your point of view as the artist?
As the artist, when they go crazy and all that, it actually feels good. It's a good feeling knowing that people could connect with you through your music. You feel me? So through my art form, I could really connect to people. I could speak for people. So when we on stage and those people go crazy, like, that's one of the best feelings in the world. Though, so.
Now, are you doing a lot of touring? I seen you just finished performing, and you got a lot of shows. Everything, anything coming up that people can circle on their calendar to make sure to come see you live, or anything you're going to be going outside of Florida on?
This matter of fact, this weekend, we about to go to Bahamas. We about to do a show in
Oh,
Bahamas. Yeah, so we yeah, we about to go over there and have a little fun. They got me, JT, and Boss Man D-Lo on the ticket. So it's Florida. It's central to South Florida. We about to go over there in Bahamas and have some fun. So that's the most recent we got. But we got
yeah.
wow, we got Lakeland coming up, Orlando. That's a big, part of my career. Orlando, Florida. Like they that's kind of like Miami when it comes to showing love to me. So yeah, I love Orlando.
Okay.
So yeah.
Now you said Bahamas. Is this your first time going outside of the country to perform, and how did that opportunity present itself?
Yeah, this is my first time going outside. It's crazy because I could have been when out the country to go perform, but at the time, with football and stuff, I couldn't move like that. So um it's a blessing. It came about me just having a relationship with some of my friends over there in Bahamas, some real Bahamian people. From they from South Florida too, but when we go over there, it's love. So just tapping in with them, and they been wanting to bring me there. So now we finally got it. We got it going. So this gonna be big because a lot
Dope.
of people in Bahamas love my music. So yeah.
That's dope. Now, you've dropped two EPs, the Cardiology and Nothing Major. You know what I mean? What was the response you got for these songs? And if somebody sees you performing live in Bahamas or outside, what's some of the standout tracks that you're going to be performing at your concerts that they need to listen to before they come out?
Cardiology. Well, let's go with Nothing Major first. Nothing Major was my baby. That was like
Yeah.
my tape. Like I really had to put some time in and think and really cater to all of my supporters, not just one. You feel me? So it's so many tracks on there that could stick out. I all night. I ain't gonna lie, all of them could go. Every one. From the
Okay.
bottom to the
Yeah.
top. But Cry Me a River is one that actually like we've been performing and actually giving to the people because the energy from it, you feel me? On cardiology, we got White Toes. That's like something more Miami. It got the hard, the bass music. What we used to, just the up to date
Yeah.
version. You feel me? So like yeah, so those two songs, you feel me? Like we really tapping in with. It's more on there though, but those the ones that the people actually they move to
Yeah.
them. Yeah.
Now, seeing you doing some amazing numbers on Spotify, over 16 million streams so far. Like, how's that feel for you as an artist to know that the fans are reacting that way? And what's some of the things you and your team are doing to keep feeding them and giving them the music to keep those numbers going?
That's a blessing. I'm gonna always say it's a blessing because it definitely is. Just the Spotify numbers, the Apple Music numbers, like everything, like all that go is glory to God. That's a blessing for
Yeah,
me to, even do those type of numbers. Like we come from the SoundCloud days, so we actually been doing numbers, but just
yeah.
doing it on those platforms, is different. You feel me? So it feels good, just working on it, getting better quality music to the people that actually support me, and getting that feedback. That feedback is those plays, those streams. So yeah.
Now, do you guys go into, some artists are making music for specifically, Spotify and doing that type of stuff. Some people are making music for concerts. Like when you go into the studio and you start making your projects, what kind of thinking are you going into to decide what kind of music you make at that time?
Going in the studio is basically I say at the time, yeah, we going with the time, whatever's at the time. You know, we living life. I always say I can't record music if I don't live life. So, you know, just whatever's going on in life. That's why I say on Nothing Major and Cardiology, like those just two different tapes, but it's so much music on there. You'll hear Paid in Full. Like
Yeah.
Paid in Full is a song that I went through a day in New York and felt like rapping about it, rapping about how it connect,
Okay.
how it, like it goes to
Yeah.
us. You feel me? Like just little stuff like that, but you know, just that connection through it, basically.
Now you also have had some viral moments on TikTok with some songs. You had FaceTime and Soul Ties. So, what was it like when you first seen you go viral, and how did the the what was the trend, or what was the dance you guys your fans did to help that go?
No lie, you just put me up on game about the TikTok viral, but I
Okay.
we so you probably don't even remember this some years ago, but we started a challenge that went viral. Excuse me. We started a challenge that went viral called the Get 'em Right challenge, and
Okay. Yeah.
basically like that was probably I'll say that's the biggest viral moment for me, basically, because the video that we took of me like making the beat and saying get 'em right" in the
Yeah.
dorm, DJ Khaled and Drake ended up sampling that, you know, for a song. You feel me? So that's on one of their songs. You feel me? So if you go
Congrats.
listen to
Yeah.
the songs, you will hear me saying get 'em right, get them right, get it right. Like it's something we made in the dorm and it went viral. Everybody was doing like they little dance to it. So yeah, that's one of them big moments though. But you just put me up on game about the soul ties on TikTok and FaceTime too.
Yeah. I was
Yeah,
research looking into this, and it was all over TikTok. So congratulations, man! I mean, it shows a lot that your fans are out there doing dances and replaying your music, because it's great music, like so sonically pleasing. I checked out a lot of your music. It's got a great vibe to it, as they like to say, and I was
yes, sir.
thoroughly impressed with it. So I salute you on that. You've got Touch Money, the label now. So you went from being a producer to an artist. Now you're going into label mode. What's the
Yeah.
transition like been for that, and what made you decide to put on this, take on this new responsibility?
I feel like it's been a responsibility for me for a long time, no lie, because you know, been working at the label stuff probably since no lie since I've been in high school. Like
Okay.
we've been streaming Touch Money, and we've been together with Free Lunch Line, and it's all type of stuff that we done came up with in Miami, and like I've been taking it serious for a long time, like
Yeah.
just stacking up my resources and learning, so I could go back and teach my team or teach anybody. That's part of what we got going on. So I think my first year in the league was when we actually trademarked it for every use that we want to do it. You feel what we want to do with it. So, we took it the legal route. And then, just over time, just letting the people I've been making music with, and then new people, we just doing business. We doing the business. We going the business route. It ain't just homies sitting in the garage no more, nothing like that.
Yep.
So, that's like the main thing for me, just like passing the knowledge and using the resources that we got. Like we ain't gotta go too much. So being, the label, Touch Money label is good. Like it's great. It's going great for me because I know a lot. You feel me? Did a lot as an
Yeah, you
independent
got all the
artist.
information.
Yeah, you get the information and just take it back. So yeah.
Now, are you guys actively looking for new artists yet, or is there already artists on the team? Like, what kind of the strategy with the label?
Right now, manager, we got Flipper. That's Flipper from Miami, from the
Okay.
Overtown area. My boy Snapper, he different. We got Bella Junior. She from the Miami area. She
Okay.
different. She just dropped both of them just dropped tapes. They got nice tapes out. They got videos, visuals, all this coming. We got Lil Dread. That's a big name in Miami. Like it's all Miami. You feel me? Like I don't want to say we keep
Yeah.
it in Miami, but we definitely stay in South Florida, staying to the roots. You feel me? So actively we looking for like more producers, more label people. People that could do that background work. You feel me? Because that's the people that's really most needed. Like you definitely need them to do everything for real though. The artists doing a little something, but those background people do a lot of work. You feel me? So yeah.
You mentioned that there was a moment where you had to tell your friends there's no more, just hanging out with this. We're taking it seriously. How did people around
Yeah.
you respond to that when you and your team said, yo, now it's go time. We're going to take this professional. It's more business now. It's not just having fun and stuff like that. Like, how did people respond to that for you?
All I got to say to that is you lose something. You know, everybody ain't as serious as you about what you doing. You feel me? And touch money. I over time I made it my baby. Like I made it something I actually got. I care about. I got to take care of. So, just learning the right moves, moving in the right way. Having the right people around me, people that's gonna take initiative to get stuff done. I just had this conversation with one of my brothers earlier. That's the main thing. So yeah, a lot of people fell off the ship. A lot of people still on the ship, but we gonna still keep moving. You feel me? We floating.
That's always the hard part as you become more successful. The people who were there in the beginning, they don't realize the amount of work that goes into this stuff. And then they start falling off and they're like, they get upset about it. But a lot of times it's just you're continuing to grow. So the more success you're having, the more serious you're taking this stuff. You don't have time to sit around and waste on that type stuff. So I salute you being a boss and, motivating your team to do what it takes to become successful in this.
Appreciate that.
Now, do you you mentioned your label already dropped some projects. Anything for you coming up? Any new singles, any videos we can circle on the calendar for you to make sure we go support when it drops?
We just dropped a couple of videos. We getting ready to drop another one. We
Okay.
really trying to go through the videos for cardiology and nothing major. We did Love Don't Live Here. We got Time Lost. This is a bunch of videos on there. We trying to get to the ones with a lot of meaning behind them, like God's Calling, the outro. um Cry Me a River, that we got visualizers for that. But we got a lot of work coming up, bro.
Yeah,
We'll never stop working. Like we actually want to shoot White Toes off of cardiology in Bahamas. Like just cause it got a Bahamas vibe to it, got that Goon Bay vibe to it with the Junkanoo drums and stuff like that. So yeah.
that's dope. Now, do you have any advice for people who are wanting to get into this industry or be successful in sports? You've had both lanes, as we've said. Any advice you have for someone who wants to start doing this stuff and take this serious?
Just like anything, my only advice is get ready to sacrifice. Be willing to sacrifice. You feel me? Like that's the main thing. If you don't sacrifice, you ain't gonna get nothing out of it. So just learn how to sacrifice, and don't look at sacrifice as a bad word, or something that's so crucial or so strenuous on your mind or your body or anything like that. You just learn to sacrifice certain stuff. You don't need to be around certain people. You don't need to be around. Certain times I ain't got to be doing that. I could be learning, or sacrifice the learning. Take that mental part and learn, and you will really learn so much that you ain't got to spend money. You'll know this game ain't really about spending money. You gonna make the money if you really go learn. Use your brain. You feel me? So sacrifice.
Now, besides Instagram, what's the best way to contact you? And when people are reaching out to you, what kind of stuff should they be reaching out to you about? Like, what should they bring to the table, or what are you guys looking for on your team before you collaborate?
Uh, we looking for everything. I'm willing. I'm willing. Like I said, we structured like a football team. So if
Yeah.
somebody ain't doing their part how they supposed to, we looking for the next person. So, it is no limit to what could help the team. And like if it's the right person and the right people with the right mindset and they got our best interests at heart and we willing to work with each other, it's no ceiling. You feel me? So yeah.
Now, outside of music, and you got downtime or you got time to yourself, what do you like to do to enjoy yourself and to just get away from the music and stuff?
Man, my downtime either I'm outside in the house because I'm a real city baby, so we ain't grow up with this much
Okay.
land. You feel me? So now I got a little yard. I be outside doing some country stuff. You feel me? That's different. But I'm a gamer, bro. I'm into what
Okay.
what what the guys into. You feel me? I'm into
Yeah.
all that stuff, cars and guns and whatever. You feel me? Like that's just normal. But one thing I feel like my biggest hobby is learning. Like if it's something I can learn and I like to learn it, like I'm willing to learn. You feel me? So yeah.
Oh, that's dope. Okay. So that's why you keep taking on all these new roles in your life because you're constantly learning and getting more information. Man, I salute you on that. Any shout outs you want to give to people who've been rocking with you, since day one or who are a part of the team now?
Man, shout out to them people, man. They know who they are. We going, we touching money. We take it to the next level. Big shout out to Touch Money to the family. That's square one. That's home base. So they get the biggest shout out from me.
Now, we mentioned the Bahamas show. What day is it again? Make sure to get that confirmed for you, and then any other concerts or shows besides the Orlando one that you got coming up.
Yeah, we definitely gonna get this. I'm gonna get the rest of the shows to you, but this Saturday, we in Bahamas. What that is, May 18th. You feel me? We finna go up there. We at the stadium. We about to
May
go
18th. There
crazy.
you go.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big one. May 18th, we in Bahamas. The whole Touch Money. We about to have some fun. We out there really for the weekend. We about to party with the people. Yeah.
You're not coming back after you have that show. Like if the crowd reacts out there the way they did, I seen on your Instagram, man, they're not gonna let you
Yeah.
leave. You're gonna be going all the shows.
Oh yeah, I'm waiting to see Bahamas, dog. Like that's one of my biggest markets. So, I ain't even looking at them as a market. I look at these like some of my biggest supporters out there, you feel me? And that connection from Bahamas music to Miami music is big, if you do your research. So
Yeah,
yeah,
facts.
I'm ready. I'm ready to get out there.
And then anything else we didn't cover that you want to make sure we mention before we get out of here?
Nah, we covered everything, Matt. Appreciate you for having me, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm definitely grateful for this interview.
Thank you, man. And once we get done, I'm gonna post the singles for you. As sincere, I love breaking music, man. So we'll get it out to the DJs and help spread the word for you. So I appreciate your time tonight.
Appreciate you, Money Matt, bro. Have a blessed one, my brother.
You too. Salute.
Yo.